What really happened to Jungkook, a BTS member who has always been known as someone who always looks calm and full of charm? When this news was first heard, many were surprised, even did not believe it. Jungkook's family is now in a state full of emotions, hysterics, and upset. The video, which contains clear evidence of the ill treatment he received, was taken by the military, but they detained him instead.
Why?
What's really going on behind the scenes? Many fans were curious, even surprised to hear this news. Not only fans, but the whole world is now waiting for further explanation regarding a big problem involving one of the world's biggest idols. However, the answers given so far have been minimal. What is the military hiding? Why are they withholding such crucial evidence? And what is the fate of Jungkook, who now has to face this unwanted situation? The issue began with the shocking news that video footage showing the inhumane treatment of Jungkook was in the hands of the military. In the video, Jungkook's condition is clearly seen to be depressed and in a very difficult situation. I don't know what really happened, but the video has made the world go crazy. Not a few are wondering why the military to withhold evidence that should be able to open the eyes of the world about the treatment received by the idol. What is it about the video that makes the military so worried? Why is such clear evidence simply withheld? There are many speculations circulating, but until now, the authorities still have not given a clear statement. This certainly adds to the public's growing curiosity. Many consider this not just a personal matter, but part of something bigger. Some speculate that this is part of a conspiracy involving great powers behind the scenes. Given Jungkook's status as a member of BTS, which is one of the biggest music groups in the world, it is possible that what happened to him was not a mere coincidence. Some fans believe that there are certain parties who want to damage Jungkook's reputation or even BTS as a whole. Is this a form of competition in the entertainment industry that is getting tougher? Or was there a specific motive behind the military's sudden intervention in the matter? All these questions hang in the air. No one knows for sure the answer. However, speculation continues to grow, and more people are questioning whether this is an attempt to control the narrative around Jungkook and BTS. Most poignant of all is the reaction of Jungkook's family. They did not expect that this problem would develop into something so big. Hearing that the original evidence that was supposed to help solve the problem was actually withheld by the authorities makes Jungkook's family feel confused and angry. They are not only worried about Jungkook's well-being, but also about the justice they deserve. For Jungkook's family, this was a very tough test. They have tried to find out what really happened, but the evidence they have is simply hidden. How can they trust the system that is supposed to protect them if actions like this keep happening? These questions are swirling in their minds without any adequate answer. One thing that is becoming increasingly clear is that Jungkook is in danger. The unkind treatment she receives, as seen in the video, is all the more worrying. Family, fans, and even fellow BTS members are now worried about Jungkook's condition. What happened during his military service? Is his physical condition okay? Are there certain parties who deliberately try to pressure and hurt Jungkook behind the scenes? No one knows for sure. But one thing for sure is that Jungkook needs the full support of his family, fans, and everyone who loves him. What happened to him could be a lesson for many about how important it is to protect individual rights, especially for those who live under the spotlight of the world. Jungkook's life has always been a major concern for BTS fans around the world. However, is everything that has been seen so far just an illusion? Is there much to hide behind the impeccable performance that Jungkook always shows on stage? These questions are now increasingly coming to the fore among fans and the media. Why is the military so reluctant to open the veil about this incident? Do they have a good reason to withhold such important evidence? Or are there great forces involved in trying to cover up the real reality? All these questions only add to the tension and mystery that envelopes the case even more. It is undeniable. This issue is now a big controversy involving many parties. On the one hand, many argue that the military should immediately open the video footage and reveal the truth to the public. On the other hand, there are also those who feel that there are certain reasons why the evidence should be held longer. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain: The more people involved in this debate, the greater the spotlight will be placed on Jungkook and the case as a whole. If the military continues to hide the evidence, will it only make matters worse? Or is there a bigger reason that influenced their decision? All of this adds layers of tension and controversy that further challenge the public to find out the truth. In the midst of all this shock and confusion, one thing that should not be forgotten is the importance of support to Jungkook. Despite the difficult and stressful circumstances, Jungkook still has many people supporting him. From his family, friends, to loyal fans around the world, Jungkook is never alone in facing this test. The public is now waiting with hope that this problem can be resolved soon in a fair and transparent way. Everyone wants to see Jungkook return to the stage with happiness and a sense of security, away from all kinds of pressures he shouldn't have to face. However, only time will tell what exactly happened and how this controversy will end. One thing is for sure, the world will never be the same after this issue sticks out. We will all continue to wait for clearer answers and hope that justice will soon be served for Jungkook. Now, after all this time, one question still hangs over the minds of many. Will the truth be revealed? If the military is withholding this invaluable evidence, does that mean there is something they want to hide? There has been a lot of speculation circulating online about the reasons behind the detention of the video, but one thing is for sure, it's not just about Jungkook, but also about how the system works and how great powers can affect justice. Jungkook's family, who now feel this injustice, continues to fight for the video to be published to the public. They feel like they are being treated in an unfair way and feel that there are certain parties who want to take advantage of this situation in their own interests. However, is there enough evidence to prove their claims? And if the evidence is revealed, how will it affect the military? Of course, this is a huge problem that will affect not only Jungkook, but the entire entertainment world. The reaction of Jungkook's family to this case is not something that can be considered trivial. They were shocked not only by the treatment Jungkook received, but also by the fact that the military dared to withhold evidence that should have clarified the truth. These are not just individual issues, but rather larger issues related to human rights, transparency, and justice. Jungkook's family feels anxious because if this matter is left unchecked, they are worried that there will be more things to hide. They wondered, if the obvious evidence alone can be hidden, what happens to the many others who have no voice to speak? This is why Jungkook's family, even though they are in fear, continues to fight to reveal the truth. Now, the big question asked by many fans is, what can we do to help Jungkook? Fans around the world feel very connected to these BTS members, and many of them are trying to be as supportive as possible. Many began posting on social media, using hashtags voicing solidarity with Jungkook and his family. However, is that enough?